Men of Reddit, what was something you didn't know about women till you got with one? They have emotional spider senses. One woman I'm talking to, mid-conversation, caught on to a feeling I was having about something the moment it entered my skull from the ether, and she asked me about it. It was like having my mind read. Hard to believe how much hair shedding. In the shower, on floors, jamming vacuums, in the laundry. Sometimes find hair wrapped around my junk and don't even know the hell it happens lol. Have you checked your gaming chair wheels? My husband spent about 30 minutes with scissors before giving up. That going deep isn't great for all of them. Foreplay begins way before being in bed, maybe even with the first impression. How sensitive the clit actually is. I can probably speak for the majority of men when I say, conditioned us to think that the clit was some DJ set we had to scratch, when in reality most women can get off with way less than that. My first partner taught me the secret is to apply the same amount of pressure you would as if you were rubbing your index and thumb together and wanted to feel your fingerprints. Obviously this is generic and some like more and some like less, but for the most part, that we need to treat the clit very delicately and go from there. What a brilliant way to explain the pressure. I'm going to use that, thanks. They pee like pressure washers. Especially after waking up Lamau. Full bladders are no joke. How much they shed. 2 women in my house, wife and daughter, and once a month I have to pull a disgusting hairball the size of a large rat out of the shower drain. It's like I live with Chewbacca. You need a tub shroom. A long-haired woman. They're able to withstand unbelievable temperatures. Whether it be in the shower or under the blankets. How does my girlfriend handle putting on my sweatshirt, going under a comforter, cuddling me, and not die from heat stroke? Long hair wraps around the vacuum roller brush. Have to cut the hair out of it seasonally. Bras don't go in the dryer. When menstruating, can be sensitive too. Sometimes too sensitive. I never knew what soft sheets felt like until I spent the night with a girl for the first time. Who knew what thread count was? Women. Women know. Most men do not. I was 17 and remember laying in her bed and was like, is this bed as soft as a cloud? She laughed and just thought I was being funny. When she laid in my bed she understood. My sheets felt like cardboard by comparison. That's when she taught me about thread count for sheets. Such an eye-opener. Boob sweat. How much hair magically appears everywhere. Lol. How being uncomfortable is a daily occurrence for them, whether be periods or clothes and makeup to look pretty or people bothering them, they seem to be in a constant stream of uncomfortableness. Dude here, this is a good one. Women seem fine with a level of discomfort as part of their daily routine that would drive a guy crazy. For example, my wife regularly leaves the house with so much stuff that she has both hands full and has to make 2 trips. That would drive me nuts, she barely notices. There are a million examples of this. She wears uncomfortable shoes because they go best with the outfit, pants that won't button/zip all the way up that she'll wear an untucked blouse with, a jacket she can't take off no matter how warm she gets because it's hiding some kind of blouse stain or not for public bra strap situation underneath. Women seem to accept an endless parade of uncomfortable choices that would make me want to gouge my eyes out. Periods can be really debilitating for some and a complete nothing burger for others. How impervious to hot water they are. My wife's shower seems permanently set at scalding. Washing the dishes, scalding. Bathwater scalding. No, time in the shower here, I value not melting my skin. Woman here. Hubby tells his friends all the time that my hands are heat resistant. One time I boiled pasta for a macaroni salad. I knew hubby was watching, so when he went to the bathroom, I swapped out the hot water for cold. When he came back, I poured the water out and used my hands to shield the noodles from falling out into the sink. I purposely did not use the colander. The look on his face, priceless. He hung up the phone so fast and walked over to me saying, "Hun, are you feeling alright today?" When they ask if you want to go to the grocery store, they really want you to go with. I thought the hoodies were mine. Saw an ex I hadn't seen in over a decade while grocery shopping recently. I recognized my old hoodie before I recognized who she was. That the buttons on their shirts were on the other side. That blew my mind. My GF also pointed out that zippers on their jackets are also on the opposite side. Period. I remember reading anatomy books and ed books after I started dating my first girlfriend. I knew everything to expect. I had a plan of attack. We were gonna do it right. However, there was one thing I didn't take into consideration. Girl jeans are extremely tight, like suction to their legs. So obviously I was trying to assist with removal. There is like a point though where the suction stops and all of a sudden you are in free fall, like from lower thigh to ankle they came unspooled like a striking cobra. I fell off the bed from the recoil and landed on and broke the bedside table. We told her mom it was the dog. That breast milk comes out of multiple ducts on the, not just one. The first time my wife showed us with our first child and little streams went all different directions. It was so weird and surprising. No matter how many bras they own, there is only one that is perfect, and God forbid you somehow lose/ruin that one bra. Shall make John Wick look like a choir angel. Dude, stop putting her bra on. You're stretching it out. I'm not sure where, but somewhere on their bodies they must grow bobby pins, or they have a secret bobby pin farm. They multiply and end up everywhere. They love the water to be rolly, the temperature of a freshly erupted volcano, and also the walls of the shower must have hair stuck to it or the world will collapse upon itself. How soft they are. I know. But when I was younger it didn't hit me till my first time just how much softer they were than me. Also cold. Women I've known all seem to get cold very easy. It's great. They're like the ultimate cool side of the pillow. And my big warm is appreciated for frozen fingers and feet. Everybody wins. The is a lot lower down than you'd expect. I once had a guy ask me if my was supposed to be so close to my. I was like, sorry, what? Tampons are super absorbent. She came home one day and the sink was full of saturated tampons because I was just amazed by how much water one can hold. I was chastised and sent immediately out to buy more. Totally worth it. That vaginas aren't on the front but underneath. The first time I was with a girl I tried to finger her and she grabbed my hand and was like, down here. I always appreciate her for that. They shed like German shepherds and stick clumps of hair to the wall in the shower. That giving them food makes their mood extremely better. I sincerely always thought it was a meme. Their farts can sometimes roll up the front and it's apparently an incredibly weird and uncomfortable sensation. Only happened to me once and I still remember how shocked and violated I felt. Like I just betrayed myself. That when cuddling they would radiate so much heat that I begin to sweat while they are so cold they have 3 blankets on. That it really is the thought that counts. At least, with the right woman. A random candy bar when she was having a bad day often meant way more than a very nice meal/evening out. Loads I didn't know until I got married, then even more I learned 25 years after that when I had a daughter. One of my first realizations just how expensive it was being a female, just factoring bath, beauty, and sanitary products. And my lady doesn't go for the super expensive luxurious brands either. That when they complain it doesn't always mean they want you to fix it, or that they've come to a negative conclusion. It's just thinking out loud, in a way that most guys don't. That most women's clothing doesn't have pockets, and they're very bitter about it. Nothing enrages me like finding a pair of cute pants and seeing back pockets and then realizing those pockets are fake. Birth control has some truly horrendous side effects, and it's sad that modern medical science doesn't come up with safer birth control options. When my wife realizes that she is about to get her period, her mood instantly improves. But no matter my suspicions, she needs to figure this out for herself. Their extremities are made of ice. They siphon heat and life during their slumber. They embrace you with their frozen limbs and steal your heat. They feed on us. That she will buy clothes for me and somehow finds it fun to do so. I haven't been in a clothing store in years and this is awesome to me. Vaginas are acidic, to the point it, up their underwear. They have to pee after, to help avoid a UTI. If you dig your fingers into their scalp they melt like butter in the desert. That there is a wrong way to fold a towel. All my life if someone complained about a problem, my response was to think of and offer solutions. That's how you help and show you care. If I have a problem, I welcome ideas on how to fix it. Women don't necessarily work the same way. There are times she just wants you to listen and not try to fix it. Replace maybe don't hang out with Karen. With man, Karen sure can be sometimes. I grew up thinking girls actually tinkled when they went pee. Then in high school I was in my girlfriend's bedroom when she went to the bathroom and I heard the full stream. I was floored. We hadn't done anything up to that point so I briefly wondered if she had I feel really stupid about this one. I thought maxi pads stuck to the skin. I didn't realize they stick to your underwear. I thought you slapped it on like a sticker. As a woman, this thread is hilarious, surprising and some are very accurate. How gentle you have to be with their clitoris. I know it says way more nerve endings, and isn't the best reference, but you have to be so gentle. They love to announce when they need to pee. The amount of pads needed. I figured like maybe 3 or 4 a day. That vaginas are different shapes and sizes. When you ask them if you want some of the food that you're making and they say no, 5 minutes after you finish cooking, you're handing over your food. They pee with the force of a fire truck. When it comes to showering together, the lady is perfectly fine with water the temperature of magma. They get extremely horny right before their period. Sometimes during their period. For some right after their period. How expensive they are. And I do not mean high maintenance women. I'm talking about the insane cost of bras, feminine hygiene products, makeup, special shampoos, conditioners, facial cleansers, etc., some of which are obviously necessity. some of which society puts pressure on them to use, conveniently advertised by the same company selling them at a ridiculous markup. The pink tax is real and it's atrocious. This post has restored some of my faith in humanity. Women are precious, and hearing all the stories of the guys in this thread praising or just talking about significant women in their lives in a positive way is so nice. I realized how much a good woman can help bring the best out of you and help you believe in yourself. Blows my mind how much so many dudes just go for the hottest girl possible to make their trophy wife. A great woman is truly unmatched for so many reasons, not to say a great woman can't be super hot, so don't attack me for that. It is going back a long way, but growing up I sort of swallowed the men and women are so different thing. The men are from Mars, women are from Venus stuff, except it was decades before that was written. When I actually got to know real women, and be intimate with them, it was obvious that is just nonsense. Women are as variable as men, and the thing you have in common are far more than what are different. Society has built context that makes it look different, and you are told they are in millions of ways, and we start to accept it as a truth. Women are just people with a tiny number of biological differences and a whole lot of social differences imposed on them. Get away from the socially imposed stuff and they as much like you as most men, and more so than many other men. Hey, thanks for subscribing and liking. It really means a lot to me. While you are here, feel free to hop on over to the last video. See you there. Ronnie.